Hello, my name is Douglas Boulware, and today I will be presenting my case on performance management at Alpha Afreximbank. This presentation examines the case from a human resource management perspective and provides a clear analysis, three possible solutions, and recommendation for the best path forward. So today we will be covering five main areas: a brief overview of the case, central issues, solutions, recommendations, and a conclusion. So the case overview. This case focuses on Afreximbank, a Pan-African financial institution committed to expanding and promoting African trade. For many years, the bank struggled with a performance appraisal system that was subjective, inconsistent, and disconnected from organizational strategy. Employees received generous compensation and benefits, yet evaluations were inflated, accountability was low, and supervisors often avoided giving honest feedback. In 2014, former President Jean-Louis Erica raised concerns about widespread complacency and subjectivity in performance reviews. This prompted the creation of the Performance Improvement Levers, or PLI, which documented major flaws and recommended the adoption of the Balanced Scorecard, or BSC, across the entire organization. The PLI team identified serious issues such as lack of standardized goal setting, frustration among top performers, inflated ratings, cultural avoidance of difficult conversations, and minimal linkage between individual work and strategic goals. These findings aligned with the bank's needs to transform its culture and improve alignment with its strategic plan. The central issue in this case is the absence of an effective, objective, and strategically aligned performance management system. The old system relied heavily on subjective evaluations, personal relationships, and upward pressure from employees who argued for higher scores. This undermined fairness and failed to distinguish high performers from low performers. This issue matters because performance management directly affects compensation, promotions, employee engagement, and execution of organizational strategy. Without an effective system, Afreximbank weakened performance, misaligned goals, and inability to fulfill its mission of transforming African trade. Why it matters. If this issue remains unsolved, the bank would continue experiencing inflated performance ratings, poor accountability, cultural resistance, and frustration among its strongest talent. Ultimately, this would damage both financial outcomes and stakeholders' impact across the continent. Three solutions. Solution number one: strengthen manager training. The first solution is to invest heavily in manager training. The PLI team found that supervisors lacked the skills needed to give honest feedback, set clear objectives, and resist pressure from employees. Implementing mandatory training and coaching, performance evaluations, and conflict management would strengthen consistency and fairness across all departments because managers carry out the BSC. Equipping them with these skills is essential for creating performance-driven culture. Solution number two: simplify scorecards. The second solution is to simplify the balanced scorecard. After implementation, employees expressed overwhelmed with the number of metrics, over 600 measures across Tier 1 and Tier 2 scorecards. Too many indicators encourage administrative work rather than meaningful performance. Reducing and prioritizing key metrics would make the system easier to understand and use. Solution number three: continuous feedback. The third solution is to implement continuous performance reviews while the bank scheduled quarterly reviews, employees still felt the process was rigid and disconnected from rapidly changing work demands. Usually, ongoing real time feedback supported by systems like SuccessFactor would allow for quick adjustments, clearer communications, and stronger accountability throughout the year. Recommended solutions, manager training. The best solution is to strengthen manager training. Solution number one. This was solution number one. Even with simplified scorecard or continuous feedback, the system only works if managers know how to evaluate performance honestly and objectively. The core problem identified in this case, subjectively inflated scores and inconsistent feedback, stem directly from insufficient manager capability. With improved coaching and evaluation skills, managers can fairly assess the BSC, align team goals with strategic objectives, resist pressure for inflating scores, and support cultural transformation. Training also enhances transparency, reduces conflict, and improves employee development. For these reasons, manager training is the most effective and fundamental solution. Implementation impact. By strengthening manager capability, Afreximbank can ensure that the BSC becomes truly effective. Managers will be better equipped to communicate expectations, provide accurate assessments, and guide employees towards strategic outcomes. As a result, the organizations will experience improved accountability, greater cultural alignment, and stronger performance outcome across all levels. In conclusion, Afreximbank face a major challenge in establishing a fair and effective performance management system. The balanced scorecard improved structure and strategic alignment, but challenges remained, particularly around manager capability, metric overload, and cultural resistance. The key from this case is that performance systems succeed only when leaders have the skills and confidence to evaluate fairly and coach effectively. Enhancing managers' training is the strongest way to support Afreximbank transformation and strengthen its capacity to achieve its mission. Final thoughts. This case highlights how performance management is not just an HR function, it's strategic leadership responsibility. When an organization aligns its people, processes, and strategy through effective performance management, it creates a culture capable of sustained success. Thank you for watching.